Ladies and gentlemen, kindly take a seat. And welcome to the 61st School Fete on this sort of fine Sunday morning. Let us begin with an opening prayer, which the Right Reverend Dr. Chan will be leading us into.
So noble a purpose. We ask you to look with your favor on this day that our school welfare fund will continue to provide many more boys with the opportunities of a rich and fulfilling education in this place. May all who visit our school today be aware of your presence and take away with them a share of your joy. We bring our requests together in the words that Jesus himself taught us. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you. Shall we now invite our headmaster, Mr. Ronnie Chang, to give his opening speech.
Good morning. Morning, Mr. and Mrs. Francis Lloyd, distinguished guests, members of the school committee, DBS Foundation leadership, faculty members, alumni, students, and parents, and friends of DBS. Welcome home. First, some good news. Almost exactly 12 hours before last night, our fencers completed a 10-hour marathon, competed in the inter-school fencing competition. They competed in 3 events, in the epic, in the saber, and the foil. Out of the 3 events, they came back to victory in 2, in saber and epic, and outright captured the foil competitions, winning the Grand Slam and the inter-school fencing competitions. Earlier in the morning, congratulations. Earlier in the morning, our softball team also won their tie competition and won a ticket to the finals of the inter-school softball competition to be held next week. Our debaters also won their first round in the inter-school English debate. The day before, on Friday, our basketball team also won their semi-finals match, winning a place in the finals in the coming Friday. We're proud of our boys and we're proud of their fighting spirit. Can you join me in another round of applause to congratulate our boys? It is my honor and privilege to welcome everyone today for this very significant event in the history of DBS. the opening of the Francis Y.T. Loy Sports Ground. Today, the school is also hosting our Garden Fete, which comes once a year as a breath of fresh air amidst the many classes, assessments, training, and competitions that our boys undertake on a daily basis, and continues to serve as a reflection of the spirit and value we stand for, a commitment to all-round development of our boys and to the support of the needy. This is a joyous occasion, especially for many of us here who have been personally involved in conceptualizing, planning, and finally implementing the revitalized sports ground, the school field, which will serve as a critical long-term playground and training ground for our boys. The school field has faithfully served many, many generations of DBS boys over the years. I trust that all of us have our own fond memories of this special place and the wonderful endeavors, athletics or otherwise, that we undertook on this very ground. With the significant increase in usage of the field in recent years, it has become increasingly important to find a long-term solution that addresses issues of safety, maintenance, and overcoming the volatile climate of Hong Kong. The school undertook a thoughtful and deliberate process that ultimately led to the decision to switch to an artificial turf. The new sports ground is a vital component of a long-term sustainable environment for the continued development of DBS. The Apostle Paul was inspired by the Holy Spirit to use sports imagery to encourage Christians to run the race of faith and receive the crown of victory that Jesus has won for us. In this spirit, DBS encourages our boys to excel at athletics and other endeavors in the greater glory of not only our school, but also of God. The project that we are celebrating today has required leadership, foresight, careful planning, and philanthropy. On behalf of the entire DBS community, I would like to express our heartfelt thanks to the school committee, the DBS Foundation, the Habitat Office, Mr. McRobbie of the Rugby Union, Mr. Monty Fong, Mr. Eric Lee, and members of the Preparation Committee. But most of all, we would like to express our deepest gratitude to Mr. Francis Loy from the class of 1973, Deputy Chairman of the Galaxy Entertainment Group. Francis has been one of the strongest and longest-standing supporters of DBS, and also was one of the first old boys to approach us to discuss ways of supporting our beloved alma mater after I was appointed headmaster. We are forever grateful for Francis' generosity and vision as we position DBS to continue its tradition of excellence way into the 21st century. Thank you very much, and may God bless you all.
So before we invite Mrs. Francis Loy to come forward to say a few words, I'd just like to add on to what the headmaster mentioned. Mr. Francis Loy, as the headmaster has mentioned, is an old boy from the class of 1973. He's the vice chairman of the KWA Group, the Galaxy Entertainment Group. Mrs. Loy joined KWA Group in 1979 as a project manager on graduation and became the vice chairman of the KWA Group in 2000. The KWA Group was founded in 1955 by his father, Dr. Lui Chi Wu, MBE, JP, and it has two major listing arms, KWA International Holdings Limited and Galaxy Entertainment Group Limited. Over the past 5 decades, KWA Group has evolved into a diversified multinational enterprise with business investments and more than 20,000 employees in Hong Kong, Macau, mainland China, Southeast Asia, and North America. In 2002, Mr. Lui has led Galaxy Entertainment Group into the gaming industry in Macau and successfully transformed the construction materials company into Macau's leading gaming operator. In recognition of Mr. Lui's contribution to Macau's tourism industry, He was awarded the Medal of Merit Tourism by the Macau SAR government in 2012. Since 2013, Galaxy Entertainment Group has been a constituent stock on the Hang Seng Index, and its current market capitalization is around 160 billion Hong Kong. Mr. Lui was awarded Asia Pacific Entrepreneurship Awards 2014, Entrepreneur of the Year by Enterprise Asia in 2014. He is a member of the National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, a member of the Election Committee of the HKSAR, and a member of the Chief Executive Election Committee of the Macau SAR. Mr. Lui is a native of Hong Kong and holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Civil Engineering and a Master of Science degree in Structural Engineering from the University of Berkeley. Shall we now invite Mr. Lui forward to share a few words.
Thank you for the kind words. Thank you, Headmaster Ronnie, for the kind words, and it is indeed wonderful to be back at DBS. The Right Reverend Andrew Chan, Headmaster, Head Teacher, members of the school committee, DBS Foundation leadership, faculty members, my fellow old boys, current students, parents, and friends of DBS. I'm delighted to be here this morning at the opening ceremony for the new sports ground. As the headmaster has alluded to in his opening remarks, the Garden Fete is ultimately about coming home. And it is an opportunity for our family to feel the intimacy of being at DBS again. It is fitting that the opening of the new sports ground is taking place on a day when the DBS community has gathered together at our beloved alma mater to celebrate an old tradition. Today, all of us are also witnessing the beginning of a new era. When I attended DBS from 1969 to 1973, DBS was involved in approximately only 9 inter-school sports competitions and host 2 of them. How things have changed over the years. Today, the school is actively involved in over 20 inter-school sports events, and there are over 10 inter-house events too. Moreover, an estimated 400 students use this school field every day compared to approximately 100 40 years ago. It was a fact that there has been a need for significant upgrade of the school field for over a decade. It is my privilege and an honor to be able to give back to our beloved alma mater and make a contribution to the long-term sustainability of DBS tradition of excellence and the well-being of future generations of DBS scholars. In that regard, I would like to give a special thanks to Mr. Edward Wang, who persuaded me to come back and visit the school, which I haven't been since 30 years ago. Well, what a great visit it was. All the fine moments and fond memories came back, and I felt being reconnected. At that moment, I already decided that I have to do something for DBS one day soon. I also like to take a moment to thank the school committee, the DBS Foundation, in particular Mr. Sanford Koo, the headmaster, and many other members of the extended DBS community who not only inspire me to undertake this most worthy cause, but also work diligently and tirelessly to ensure this project was completed by the time of this year's school fete. My years at DBS were among the most rewarding experiences in my life, and helped shape my character and mold me into the person that I am today. The school taught me to be independent, take charge of my own destiny, and strive to do the best in everything I do, and persevere in the face of adversity, among many other important life lessons. I have taken these valuable life lessons to heart and continue to apply them in my daily life. For example, when Galaxy first embarked on its journey to become one of Asia's leading developers and operators of integrated resorts 14 years ago, we were seen by some punters as lacking experience financial resources, and branding. Our growth wasn't deterred, however, and through hard work and determination, we have built over the years the leading company in this sector and have received over 300 industry awards and accolades in recognition of operational excellence, leadership, and management. I credit a large part of my personal and professional growth to my DBS education experience, and nothing would make me happier than to see future generations of DBS boys benefiting in the same manner. In concluding my remarks, I would also like to thank and acknowledge the support of my wonderful family who are here with me today. My mother, Mrs. Marie, my wife, Lily, and my children, and my daughter, Joanna. Thank you, and wish everyone a most enjoyable day at this school fair. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Loy. And now I would like to invite Senior Prefect Austin Chan to give his speech.
Mr. Francis Loy, Right Reverend Chan, Headmaster, and honorary guests, a very good morning. This is indeed an honor to witness the annual Garden Fete 2016 and the grand opening ceremony at Francis Y.T. Loy Sports Ground. As a senior prefect of National Boys School, besides fundraising, the Garden Fete is definitely an occasion when boys, alumni, and friends of DBS gather around and reminisce the good old days. A part of being one of the most prominent and notable events, today marks a new page for DBS. After years of negotiating, discussion, and months of planning, the Francis Y.T. Loy Sports Ground will be opening in just a couple of minutes. It certainly gives DBS a fresh air, and not only is it a veritable DBS landmark, it also serves as a beacon of hope and reminds us of constant serving for compassion. Having gone through 11 years of Garden Fete, I was often asked of the question, what makes DBS special? I think there is a special force bonding each and every diocese together. No matter when you graduated, who you now are, the name Diocesan still resonates in your heart deeply and makes you proud. There's a name in Chinese which forbids us from attaining an average level of competence, pushing us forward to strive for the best. This is what we call the Diocesan spirit, and this is what makes DBS special. Passing on my torch in the coming December, it is a privilege to harvest the fruit of the hard work with our fellow diocesans. As the graduate of the class of 2017, I am looking forward to coming home years later to spend time with my colleagues and dear fellow old boys. Once again, welcome to Diocesan Boys School and welcome home.
Thank you, Austin. The official opening of the Francis Y.T. Loy Sports Ground is about to begin. I would now like to invite Ms. Loy, along with Mrs. Millie Loy, the Right Reverend Andrew Chan, the Headmaster Mr. Cheng, Ms. Phyllis Low, Mr. K.K. Pan, and Mr. William Hill, our All Boy representative, to come forward, officiate actually, the opening of the new sports ground. A ribbon cutting ceremony will ensue.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ những video hấp dẫn. 停咗張相，唔該，望中間。
Now, if you could just stay there for just a moment, I'd like to invite all the VIPs and MRP teachers for a photo-taking session.
係。跟住笑。